guys, today is Friday. It's in the afternoon. We have got severe weather coming in tonight. I believe we'll be under a tornado watch here in a little while, and we've been working on these dappled willow cuttings that many of you guys have ordered. We're up to several hundred now, and we'll do them as long as they last. But anyway, I wanted to show y'all a little bit how we do that. My kids, this is actually a project for them, and they're working on this today. Of course, I'm helping them, and this is going to be their project, their money, their job to do. And I want to show you a little bit about what it looks like taking these cuttings and getting them ready to ship out and sell. Now, it's not like I really am super familiar with this, but I've done it a couple of times, and I just want to show you the process and show you what we're doing, so y'all check out how shipping cuttings looks. You might even see yours in here if you have ordered some. So over here on my table where I do pretty much everything, I've got some of these cuttings. These are the long cuttings off the dappled willows. There anywhere from 6 to 12 feet long. I think some of them are maybe 15 feet long, and we're taking them from here and we clean up cut off all the little small sticks and twigs that are coming off of them, and just make them nice, long, clean canes. And then our shipping operation is set up over here in the shed, the barn, and the kids are working hard out here, and I'll give you a look at that and kind of show you what we're doing. All right, over here in the barn, this is where our operation's going. Chloe is actually making the cuttings. You can see she's taking the long canes. Pretty tough to cut, right?
Yeah.
So Chloe, show us exactly what you're doing here.
Okay, so we made a mark on the table that is 6 inches long from the end of the table to here.
Okay.
And we cut the cuttings right where that mark is to make 6-inch cuttings.
Okay. So that way all of our cuttings are really close to the same length. And then as she's making the cuttings there, let's see what that looks like. One more. There you go. Now, what do you think about, are those hard to cut? Like, are your hands strong enough to cut those?
These aren't super hard because they're not the thick ones, but when...
On the fat end of them, though, how do you do with that?
Well, I can't really do it.
It's hard, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
You got to squeeze it hard. All right, there's another one. All right, and then Carly and John are over here. Hey, John, can you wave? Say hi.
Hi.
And Carly, tell us what you're doing. Chloe makes the cutting, then she hands them to you, and what are you doing?
So we do this, and John, could you count 10 out for us? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Nice.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay, so y'all do 10 of them.
So we take these
Now,
10.
are y'all trying to put, like, all the fattest ones together, all the skinniest ones together?
No,
what are you doing?
we want a mixture because we just don't want all the fattest ones together, and we don't want all the thinnest ones together.
That's about
So
how...
like here would be kind of a thin one.
Okay.
And then here would be kind of like a fatter one,
Okay.
or more like that one.
Okay.
And so we have a mixture of them, and then John,
So you're
can you
putting them
hold these
in-
right here?
you're putting them in-
down low and squeeze them tight.
You're
and
putting them in
rubber band
bundles of 10.
it. Yep.
Okay.
And then John, it's
All right.
okay. Here, use 2 hands and hug the bottom. There you go.
All right.
Not tight.
They're putting them in bundles of 10, and they're rubber banding them together and making that bundle nice and tight. And then we're going to put these...
Okay, do the same.
In fact, right now we're trying to figure out how many we can get into this size box. So we're trying to get 100 in this size box. So far we've got 10, 20, 30, 40, I believe, in there. So I think we're going to be able to get 100 in there. And then once we get them in there, we'll repackage them, add a little bit of moisture to one end of them so that they are going to survive being shipped and all that just fine. And then we'll weigh the box, figure out how much it costs to ship that, put a label on it, and ship it. So as cuttings are needed, we just go back out to the bushes and we get more cuttings. And we have enough cuttings. I don't really know how many, but we have enough to do 400, 500, 600. I really don't know. We're going to do as many as we can.
Excuse me.
What was that?
Excuse me.
And then, sorry, I lost my train of thought. And we'll see how many we have and how many we need. And we're going to ship out all of these that we can. And my kiddos will have earned their supper today. So we're going to let y'all eat today. Does that sound good?
Yep.
All right.
Because you usually don't let us eat.
Yeah, we usually don't let you eat. So today you're going to get to earn it. So guys, that's kind of what our little shipping operation looks like. Okay, we are continuing our process of packaging and shipping this evening and this afternoon. And This will be a box of 100 cuttings here, and we've bundled them up. Chloe is making some labels here to include with the cuttings so you can tell which side of the cuttings to put down and which side to put up. So, Chloe, show me one of your packages and what you're doing there.
Okay, this is a bundle. Basically, it has 2 sets of 10 cuttings in here, so
Okay.
it has 20 cuttings.
Inside like just a sandwich bag or something?
Yeah, just
Okay.
a plastic bag. At the bottom of each wrap, we have damp newspaper, and the ink with the damp newspaper you put down in the ground.
Okay.
And these labels you stick in there, like, we're going to put them in there, something like that.
Okay.
And they just show you that you put this end up, and you put this end down in the ground.
So we know which end goes in the ground, which end points to the sky
Yes.
to stay dry. Okay.
And we'll put these in the boxes.
Okay.
And
I think that
ship
turns
them
the
off.
other way.
Yeah, it does.
And let's see.
And
So we'll
ship them
pack
off.
them in there. And I think this box is going to have 100. And then we will print labels. And we'll take them to the post office in a little bit. So that's just the process here continuing. I think we said there were 240 cuttings we've made so far, which means we've got about 200 to go. I think 450 is the number we're at right now. And we're going to keep working until we get all these done. So after probably 3 or 4 hours total, maybe 5 hours of making cuttings, packing cuttings, PayPal invoices, weighing all the packages, well, most of the ones that had to be weighed. What do y'all think? How many cuttings is this? Carly, do you know how many cuttings it is?
Yes, it is around 450 cuttings.
450 cuttings that are being mailed from, I believe, Idaho to Georgia. Is that
Yeah.
right? All right, so Chloe,
Yeah.
450 cuttings. So how much did y'all make off of this?
$225.
$225 in about maybe 5 hours of work, I'd say.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
I'd say so.
Yeah, so we're going to get these down to the post office this afternoon, or actually right now before they close. It's almost 4 o'clock.
Yep.
And hopefully y'all will be getting these in the mail before the end of the week this week. All right. Is there anything else y'all would like to say, Carly?
Yes, I would like to thank everyone who bought some cuttings, and it really supports us, and I would just thank y'all for buying them, and it is fun packaging them.
It is fun.
It is.
All right, let's remember that she said it's fun packaging them. We've got that on tape. That means that she said it's fun to work. All right, Chloe, anything you want to say?
Just thank you.
Thank you. Few words, but profound. Thank y'all, guys. We appreciate you. I'm going to jump in here. Thank y'all very much for watching. We love y'all, and we'll see you on the next one.
Bye.